Our YouTube is going on, y'all. It's your boy back here with another video, and this is a discussion video because, like, we're on the street. New Naruto game is gonna be revealed this month. I'm on with my cousin, and we've been watching Naruto ever since it first aired. So we have a bunch of knowledge on Naruto games. So we're gonna have a discussion and talk about like what can a Naruto game be. What would be a dream Naruto game for every fan? We trying to have the best possible Naruto game, and hopefully the Naruto game is gonna be better. So yeah, all right, Nigel. So what would you want this new Naruto game to be?
I feel like we need like an RPG game, bro. I feel like we need like a character creator, open world. You know what I'm saying?
RPG game?
Yeah, definitely.
I think an RPG Naruto game like is like the Xbox game. You know what I'm talking about?
Broken Bonds.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of like textbook, not
Textbook.
RPG. You know what I'm saying? That's like early days when we didn't have the technology we now have. Like Broken Bonds was a real good game. I personally didn't play it, but I watched a lot of streamers that played it. You know what I'm saying? But even where it took the Clash of Ninja style, arena style fighting, from you go from free roam, you're running around. When you encounter someone, it has kind of that Clash of Ninja fighting style. I kind of liked it just off the videos, but I feel like what we need is a in-depth Naruto game. There's like anime scenes where, for an example, like probably spoiler alert for those who haven't seen the Boruto anime, but there's a fight with Sakura and Shin Uchiha.
Yes.
And he's throwing the kunai up in the air, and some people would casually forget about that kunai, but as you see in the next frame, he's catching it behind his back and stuff like that. Like Naruto's so in depth with certain things. Like another scene, I think I'm trying to figure out who it was. But the kunai was thrown. It was Sasuke and Itachi's fight. The kunais were thrown, and they actually met. Yeah, they met in the middle, bro. Before the kunais actually got to their location.
Oh my god!
Yeah, they met in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
That was crazy.
Like, the level of detail of like speed and just like everything that's going on. I feel like we need a real good replica of the anime. I know a lot of people. Oh, let me give you a chance to talk. My fault, bro.
No. Go on.
Okay. I know a lot of people wants the Z Fighter style, which I kind of, you know what I'm saying? Z Fighters is a good franchise and everything, but I mean, I'm kind of like over the linear fighting, screen scrolling fighting, 2D fighting. And even with now they're trying to make it like more 3D-ish. I'm over that. We got Marvel vs. Capcom, we got Tekken, we got Mortal Kombat, we got Z Fighters. I mean, we haven't seen it in Naruto yet, but we got Mugen. I don't know if people are big on Mugen. You get on the Mugen and you do whatever you want with those characters. It's pretty much what like Z Fighters is going to be if we get that. So I mean, I wouldn't want them to waste their time on making a Naruto style Z Fighters. No disrespect to that community, and even if it does happen, I salute to that. I feel like they should adopt the style that Dragon Ball Z did, where like they drop Kakarot and they drop Z Fighters. You know what I'm saying? So now they're kind of like catering to two different types of player base. You got you know what I'm saying? You got the people that like time-consuming games, like an RPG open world game. You got people that like Z Fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like 2D fighters, Mortal Kombat. You got
people who like the Storm games, like the 3D arena fighters.
So going back to the Storm, like Storm 4, they did something that none of the Storms did with that hack and slash mode. They could have went real far with that. Like I could see like a Destiny style, or like even the Avengers. Like a lot of people, I know we're talking about Naruto now, but going over to the Avengers because I like the platform that they used. Where they made every character feel unique. Every character had their own abilities. You know what I'm saying? and you had these levels that you would clear. Imagine just like, for an example, we're at the factory. That's in Avengers, we're at the factory, but in Naruto, that's like the open plains or the forest of the death, or something like that. Like we're traveling, we're going in between villages and stuff like that, and we're encountering rogue ninja, AI controlled rogue ninja, or AI bandits and stuff like that. And then you got other factions out there. So other factions, as far as what I mean, other factions. I'm part of the Uchiha clan, because I'm a Sasuke fanboy. But and then you got the Hyuga out there, you know what I'm saying? But you want this to be in depth. You want if you got a Hyuga clan member out there and they're using the Byakugan, right? Even though I'm not in a significant vicinity of them, you know what I'm saying? They can probably still be able to see me based off of how close I am to them, even though if I'm not within that 10 meters where it's like very visible, but we're in a wooded area, they'll be able to see through the trees and everything and see my chakra and all that stuff, and my chakra nature. And you kind of like get a game where you're making a class-based ninja game where there's sensory style, like not sensory style, but sensory type. There's a kind of like what Shinobi Striker did, but more in depth, because the attack and the defense and the range, it becomes tedious at times. There's certain jutsus I feel like I should be able to use, you know what I'm saying, if I'm in attack. But I feel like they can do it, bro.
People is saying that the game is being made by Salil. Those people are the people who made Shinobi Striker. So what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, so I feel like if it's the same people that made Shinobi Striker, I feel like what they're possibly going to do, right? They're looking at Shinobi Striker right now, and Shinobi Striker is a game that something you definitely need a group of people to play with. It's too linear, and I keep going back to this linear, the linearity of games that they have. Like, I don't even know if that's a word. I probably just made it up, but just how linear these games are. Like Shinobi Striker, they got the village there, right? You're able to run around the village, but when you get to the end of the wall over there is closed off. You would think you'd be able to walk out the village and go explore the forest or something, and pick up some type of like seeds or like scrolls or something that like something like that. And I feel like with this game, if it's the same people, I feel like they're probably learning from their mistakes from the first game. With all the accessories and stuff they gave us, I feel like they should give us jutsu packages. I feel like they should give us Kekkei Genkai packages, where you can have certain like eye symbols and stuff like that. Everybody's dying just to have red eyes, and they don't even have the color red in the game. It's such a troll, It's like, yo,
it's really crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy. You got every color except for red, and red is probably the most significant.
Yes.
Red means war, means love, means like a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Heart,
so, like,
everything.
So it's like, for them to not even have the color red in the game, it's very trollish to me. And I feel like with all these games that we get, like the Final Fantasy games, Phantasy Star games, and how in depth they go with the character creation, I feel like they gave us a basic character creation. And if they're making this game again, I think it's them legit like, hey, listen, this was just a test drive. This is us seeing who we can get in there, how many people we can have connected at once, how many people we can have in lobbies, this and that. Like, just a test drive with Shinobi Striker. I think that this new game, if they're really making it, it'll probably be the real deal. This will probably be the game where you come into the game, you're picking a background story, based off of where you're from. You're creating a character that's parallel to the Naruto universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, while Naruto's going throughout his life, you're controlling your own character, and AI characters of the regular franchise characters that we normally see, like Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi. They'll just be controlled by the computer narrated characters within the game. And as they're going throughout their life and situations, we're going throughout our life and situations, coexisting within that universe. And if let's say, for an example, they can have like a Hokage system, where like every month or week, the people, I guess, either vote. You can have a vote, or you can have like a stat leaderboard. Like, whoever does the most S rank missions or something shit like that, part of my language, can be nominated Hokage, and you kind of have this ranking leaderboard system based off of ranks within, like, all right, if I'm a sensory ninja, imagine I'm a sensory ninja, but I moved up in the ranks and now I'm Anbu. I'm an Anbu sensory ninja. So now when I go out there, it's kind of like a class ranking system. It kind of lets people know, like, hey, he's someone that you don't want to like actually just jump into battle with. You know what I'm saying?
But wouldn't people want to like target you and bring the rank down so they could bring the rank up?
So what I was thinking, like, if I had money right now and I was making a Naruto game, I wouldn't make it so like, okay, if someone targeted me, I'm automatically going to respawn. Like, say if me and you engage in a ninja fight, right? You're from the mist and I'm from the leaf, right? And you see, hey, I'm a Anbu, high class Anbu Jonin, you know what I'm saying? And you're a bandit, you know what I'm saying? You're looking for the come up and you kill me. Let's say you kill me in battle. I don't want the fights to be like short. That's the thing about Naruto. Naruto's different from all these other animes. Mm-hmm. The fights are so in depth, they're so long, but they seem short, but they're actually really long. You know what I'm saying? So when we fight, I want it to be like, it's a risk. More life, longer fights, but if you die, you die. And when you respawn, it's not you actually respawning. You're either creating someone that's like a colleague of that previous character, a relative, and, you know, a descendant. So it kind of like plays into like, now your character that you're now recreating has more of a purpose. Do I want to take out the person that killed my father or my brother or whatever it may be, like whoever the person is, your best friend? Do I want to just go down a different route? Do I want to become Hokage? Do like certain things like that into a game? There's games like that where there's so many narrative roles where you can just choose what route you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like, hey, let's sacrifice gameplay for detail and content, because that's not what I'm talking about. Because there's so many games where they have just the amount of content and detail within the game, and the gameplay itself is still astonishing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I feel like they need to really stop being lazy and give us Naruto fans what we deserve. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. I feel like they can do it. You know, even them taking away the classic jutsu clash in games, like the classic Naruto and Sasuke, Chidori and Rasengan clashing, like that was so classic. We don't even have that in games anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think even what was it? Xenoverse took away the classic Galagun and Kamehameha clash. You know, just
even fighters.
Yeah, you know, just to do that. To do that, it's like, yo, I don't care if I'm clashing with someone right now and me and him are in a struggle and there's other people fighting around me and they can either knock me out. That's part of like, you know, that's part of the culture, you know. Naruto's a team-based anime where you're fighting with multiple people at times, and then they can even introduce raids. We can have like casual fights, right, against each other, but when we're going on a raid, it's like a big raid against fucking Orochimaru. You know what I'm saying? And he's got his, you know, whatever sound ninja there helping him. But, you know, you can have a 12 man raid going against Orochimaru and all his, you know, peoples. You know
would the raid be like how when Orochimaru invaded the leaf and then he fought the third Hokage? Like, so, would it be like that?
Raids, that's more of a siege.
A siege?
So, yeah, that's more of a siege.
And what's a siege?
So a siege is when you are either in a castle or kingdom and people are attacking you and you're defending, all right? Or you're attacking them and they're defending. And that's something we can also put in Naruto, because Naruto is all about clans and villages and takeovers and war. So what you want to do is implement all of these tactics and factors into the game where, say if you're Hokage and I'm Hokage of another village, and you know how you get passive items? So like there's certain games where like, okay, every day you'll get a certain amount of wood, or every day you'll get a certain amount of stone passively, a certain amount of something passively. That can be more of a trading thing where, okay, you're the Hokage of the Mist, I'm the Hokage of the Leaf, and we go through every contract. Like every now and then, there's these contracts where my village is supplying you with this, and you're supplying me with this, but we manage those amounts. And like, let's say one playthrough, I realized, hey, you cut the shortage on rice, right? And you know what I'm saying, for me to keep the village fed. So like certain things like that, you can keep population. Like it's just so many things you can put into a game. You know what I'm saying? So let's say that's like a governance factor, right? Alongside just playing the actual game and being Hokage, because when you're Hokage, you got responsibilities. You got to keep the village fed. You got to keep the village protected. So there's certain things. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you cut the shortage on rice, and I've seen that. Now I can either two things. Can create a mission for the people in my village by sending someone to assassinate you. You know what I'm saying? Which in itself can become turned into a siege mission if like, you know, whatever, boom, it failed and you guys caught wind that I sent them, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that, and you wanted to retaliate. Or I can just ignite war, you know, and be like, oh, like, you know, we're going to war with the Mist, you know what I'm saying, and you being the Hokage of the Mist, getting that message, hey, we're going to war. So now it sets up a siege mission. You know what I'm saying? It's like this game Shadow of Mordor. There's certain things you can tell your followers to do, and it creates missions for them. So like, if I tell my chief orc to go bodyguard another chief orc, but he's not on my team, pretty much what he's doing is spying to now assassinate him when he gets the chance. You know what I'm saying? It's missions and certain dialogues that are created based off of a governance system that they implemented into that game. And I'm saying that they could do the same thing with Naruto. You know what I'm saying? They could do the same thing with Naruto. Have it where each character or each fighting style is in depth. You know what I'm saying? Even though you can learn jutsus and shit like that, you can learn whatever you want, but you have it where the characters feel unique. You know what I'm saying? Feel unique. You know? And what I'm thinking, like a kind of like open world, but looks like kind of like the Storm games. You know what I'm saying? But open world. And they could do it. They could do it.
Okay. Well, there you have it, y'all. Thanks to my cousin for really explaining all this, man. He doesn't have YouTube, but he does have Twitch.
Yeah, you could subscribe to my Twitch at Crooklyn2_3. Somebody took my name, so it's, you know, I had to do it like that. It's usually Crooklyn23.
All right, man. I'll have it in the link in the description below. If you want some more collabs with him, hit that like button and subscribe for more. And let's just hope this new Naruto game is a console game. And if it's not a game like this, let's just hope it's the best version of a Naruto game could get, man. And yeah, man, it's the Bean Boy, guys. I'm out of here.